What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Disciple Plays for another video today. I'm sorry that it has been so long since I made a video. I will be more consistent. It's just I had a crazy couple of weeks, and I'll show you why here towards the end of the video. But today's going to be a bit of a market vibe check. What's going on? I had a big show this weekend, Collectors Palooza in Indianapolis, and there was Jar Chomp was there, Pokebeard was there, Bearded Dad, Norlax, or I think is what their name is. Just tons of big time. Coops Collectibles was there. Tons of big time dealers were there. It was a lot of fun. There were like over 500 vendor tables, and I vended the show. So I'll show you some of the pickups, kind of the general vibe of the show, like what people were buying, what people weren't buying. But first, I wanted to start off with talking about Prismatic Evolutions, because I called this happening, like, I think the first, and I have it pulled up, the first video that I made on this channel, I called out that you should buy, one of these, or get into the SIRs outside of the Umbreon and Prismatic, because they were all kind of in a low. Well, let's look right now what's going on. So as you saw on here, back when I made this, the market price for the Sylveon was $301. And now if we look at the Sylveon, I mean, you could see it on the main screen, but right now market price is $397 in not very much time. So in about, a month, it's gone up $100. And all these other ones are going to start to follow. See this one right about there, 233 up to 287. Some of them are still a little bit behind, I think, on... Nope, they're all running. They're all running now. So if you would have done what I said back here, you would be up a good chunk of money on these Prismatic Evolution EV SIRs. And the same thing with these. So the Raging Bolt is still sitting back a little bit. It hasn't been as crazy. It was 62, now it's up to 64. But again, if we go out to the 1 year, this thing came out and it was a $150 card. Eventually, this thing will get back up to this price point. I don't know how long it's going to take, but eventually it will. So keep a lookout for some of these. Maybe somebody didn't change their price yet. They didn't notice, but this Sylveon is literally up $100 in a month. So be on the lookout for them. Now, let's get into what the show was like. So it was a gigantic show. Like I said, over 500 vendors. It was really cool. I'll actually show you. I got my vendor badge signed by, if it can focus, maybe. I don't know if you can see the signatures on there, but I got Jar Chomp, Beard Dad, Pokebeard, and Coop. All super cool guys. Very, very friendly. Obviously great with the kids coming up to him and stuff, and people coming up and asking for autographs. Jar Chomp, by the way, is a lot bigger in person than I thought he was. The dude definitely works out. And Beard Dad is also a massive human. Dude looks like a linebacker. So just fun interactions with them. But so the show in general, I went on the last day super early and walked around and I kind of talked to some of the other vendors about what they were selling and everything. And basically the consensus I got, and this isn't obviously 100% across the board, I'm just saying a general consensus was sealed product was not being purchased at this show nearly as much as what it usually is, according to some of the other vendors and according to my own experience. So I had a decent amount of sealed stuff. I didn't have anything crazy. I had like a 151 UPC, a bunch of 151 bundles, a Prismatic ETB, nothing crazy, but decent stuff. And I think in total I sold 2 Ascended Heroes. No, sorry, I don't know. I sold 2 Paldea Adventure chests, and I sold a Prismatic Elite Trainer box. Those are the only sealed products that I sold the entire show. Nobody even came asking about any other sealed products. That was it. And the other vendors said basically the only sealed they sold was Ascended Heroes ETBs and Ascended poster collections was like the 2 big things flying off the shelves. So all these Ascended Heroes numbers pumping like crazy. The cards going way up in price. Shout out to Austin, my buddy, picked up a Pikachu from Ascended for like $700. Good for him. I'm jealous. It's gradable too. But yeah, so nobody was buying hardly anything but Ascended sealed product, according to a lot of the vendors. Now this Ascended was going crazy. I know one guy said he went through like a whole case of Ascended ETBs, people buying them. So there was some sealed moving, just not as much as normal. Now cards were going crazy. So I got some photos. These are some of the cooler cards I picked up throughout the weekend, and not everything is here. That I did pick up. These are just some of the cooler ones, and a lot of stuff I took in also sold like right after I took it in. Got Shining Magikarp, the Ghastly from Twilight, Iono's Wattrel, the Origin Form Palkia, Mega Gyarados EX. I love this Mew card. It's an XY promo, super cool. It goes with the Victini and the Mew are both XY promos. Love them. The Mega Meganium EX, Kyogre EX. This is an old Nintendo promo card. I actually took in a Torchic that's in the same line of promos, but the Torchic sold like almost immediately when I put it back out. There's really cool old Entei holo card. The Mew trainer, or yeah, I think it's a trainer gallery Mew, Sleeping Mew. This thing has gone crazy. It went down to like, it went way up in price. It fell back to like 40 and now it's back up to 72. Mega Frostlass EX, the Piplup from the first partner boxes, the Snorlax promo, this Garchomp and Giratina GX tag team, Greninja Gold Star, which I didn't realize until like this weekend. This is like the Greninja Gold Star. There's not another Greninja Gold Star that this got made from. This is it. So might be a good idea to pick up like 10 of these and just sit on them for like, 5-10 years, see what they do, because other Gold Stars are insane. Maybe this one will do the same. This Lumineon V, this old Mega Pidgeot EX. I really like Pidgeot, even though it's not very good in the games. I just think it's a cool Pokemon. It's an OG. And then this cool old Venusaur EX. Those are just some of the cooler ones I got. And I did pick up a couple more things, and these are things I'm going to be grading. This Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX, the Origin Form Dialga V-Star, this Leaf Pikachu in Zoroark EX, and this Arceus Dialga Palkia GX. I looked over all these. They're super clean. Backs are all super clean. So these are all getting sent into PSA. Again, it'll take, 6 months for them to come back, but super cool. Now, into the reason why I have not been posting videos. It's because I have been working on this. So this is a hand-painted custom desk that I made, made it in my garage or whatever. And I was trying to get this thing done for Pokepalooza because I wanted to be able to take it and, kind of show off the artwork and see if anybody wanted to order some custom desks from me. So I took it to Palooza. I finally got it done. It was a completely hectic weekend. I mean, it was absolutely insane. It's made out of wood, obviously, and then I painted on top of it. I burnt the wood with a torch, and then I did an epoxy flood coat, so it's like super durable. It'll last forever. But this is why I didn't post videos for like almost 2 weeks, because I was scrambling to get this thing done in time. And it did end up paying off. I did a trade with a vendor for it. He's got a storefront, and he is going to put it in his store and like have like when they play like tournaments and stuff with the TCG, they're gonna like play on it, he told me. And he said he had to get it home in a Prius, so that's gonna be a fun time. It's 60 inches by 30 inches, so it's pretty tall. He traded me the Evolving Skies Umbreon V full art, which is about $1,000. And yes, I know there's scratches on the PSA case. I am aware. I'm going to buff them out. If you didn't know that, you can buff out like little, as long as they're not like deep scratches, you can actually buff these out so you don't have to send it in and get it reslabbed. The Charizard V from Brilliant Stars and the Giratina V-Star from Crown Zenith. So I got those in trade for my table, and that is why I did not post any videos. I'm actually working on 2 more desks right now. I'm not going to reveal what the design is going to be yet, but I'm working on these. If anybody from the show ends up seeing this video because you like saw my business card and followed me on YouTube, I appreciate you. Thank you. Definitely leave me a comment down below and let me know how you guys are doing, how your show went and everything. That's going to do do it for today, guys. I will see you in the next one, and we will probably be talking about, you know, we'll do a more deep dive into some individual cards on the next one. This one was just a general market kind of vibe feel from the show. Sealed was not selling like crazy, but individual cards were going out the door left and right. Catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one.